Hello and welcome to a video with me, Winner Android. I'm now doing the timeline video for the series I did where I was playing as the Ottoman Empire on the 1440 Rise of the Ottomans scenario on the MegaMod for Age of History 2. And yeah, the Ottoman Empire over here, you can't see a damn thing in Europe because all the stars look showing where capitals are at and everything, because that's one problem MegaMod really has when it comes to timelines, is the fact that basically uses that for everything. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this timeline started and just try and get through this at the beginning here at the very least. Which of course, at the beginning of the game over here, just kind of trying to secure this entire area and everything. But, yeah. Literally can't see anything in Europe, to be honest. Because of all the countries there, but to be honest, I'm pretty sure there really isn't much there to watch in the first place, to be honest there. So, not that bad, I guess. Considering I think the only thing you really miss is France kind of taking over quite a few of the countries along with Austria, I think. Otherwise, there's not really much going on. But yeah, taking over all these countries over here, securing my hold in the Western Mediterranean and everything. Got one country going all the way over to there as well. So I got most of the Black Sea's coast under my control at this point, I think. And took that stuff from Ionia, so I got a little bit of land, including little city rates there. Well, that's it for now there, just taking that stuff over in the Balkans before I start pushing south, I think, into Africa. Let's see. Sweden's getting stronger there, same with the Ming. Really isn't a lot going on. Got Ottoman in Italy at this point in Africa. There I go, and down there. Okay. Good. So, honestly, not tons going on. Ming has most of Korea under their control. USCG has a southern portion of Korea. Okay, England took over Scotland. I'm taking over more of this stuff over in the Middle East. And then I think it is Moldova, because they go towards me. Along with England and Denmark, so I just got peace with Denmark. So, took over Moldova, and then I eventually realized that England has this stuff in over here at this point, because they were at war with Ottoman and took that stuff. And there you go. Defeated England. Because apparently taking the stuff they had over here in Africa was enough to get them to capitulate for some reason. So at this point, I have taken all that stuff and gotten England as a vassal. Which they never actually tried to declare independence for me either, which was very nice. But yeah, taking over North Africa at this point as a result of that, just to get all that under my control. Which kind of leads me to going after Ottoman there, because that stuff, though they actually went to war with me before I was actually completely prepared for that war. So, managed to catch me slightly off guard. But I managed to deal with them and then finish things up over there and getting the Iberian Peninsula fully under my control. Bohemia's gotten a bit strong there. I took over that country, which was at war with Hungary. But somehow in all that stuff, they managed to get peace with Hungary when they had no land, so they managed to somehow still exist. But yeah. Got that stuff done, so next up is basically just Arabian Peninsula there and cleaning that up at this point. Timurids have gotten decent way into India. Lithuania is taking bits of Sweden. France getting stronger over there. And England has actually started colonizing over here as well, which is nice, along with France down here. Actually, that's Venice apparently. Huh. Didn't realize that. France eventually ends up gaining control. That's when they take over Venice, I guess. Which I honestly don't actually know exactly when that happened. I never noticed it. And it's not exactly I can see anything in Europe currently. But yeah, whatever. Let's see. Really not much to watch here. Okay. Lithuania taking more stuff up there. Tunaka taking over Bohemia. And I went toward the Terminids to secure the Arabian Peninsula and decided to also go ahead and take over all of Iran, basically. So I now have all of that under my control. Took over that country as well. And then I went towards Lithuania. And yeah, that was a pretty easy war. And I mainly went towards them because they were fighting so many other wars at the time. So it's basically super good opportunity. And I also got them as a vassal there, so I now have all that under my control, technically, along with England over here. And then I kind of just start cleaning things up over there. Going towards them next to finish things up. Which I do end up getting Lithuania into that war to help me out, because that was actually harder than I was expecting. So, yeah, kind of split things up between me and Lithuania there for the most part. I then go and take the Caucasus over there to secure the Black Sea. And yeah, at this point it's just me taking over Europe, pretty much. And that's France done, which is basically Europe fully under my control, because, yeah, none of the countries left over here really stand a chance. And I got Lithuania and England as vassals. So yeah, they all start falling very quickly once I get around to them, as you can see. All the tribes in the Americas actually started doing stuff apparently. Denmark's also are there colonizing. I do have bits of stuff over there as well from taking over some of the other countries over here in Europe and stuff. Also Middle East, I guess. And at this point I have Lithuania and England kind of just cleaning up their areas pretty much. Though that kind of works against me at that point because of that. But yeah. Started to push east, taking all this stuff, which was super easy. A lot easier than I expected. But yeah, with this here I got them as vassal. Just sent an ultimatum to demanding them to be my vassal, and they accepted, so I didn't really lose anything despite Lithuania falling apart. But yeah, I got that stuff in Africa thanks to France, colonized the rest of it pretty much. I think I'm kind of just preparing for that and dealing with province ability, which should be starting soon, I think, possibly. Whenever those countries go to war with them, I think. Because that happened soon. Right? Yeah, there we go. And they end up falling, of course, which makes the story I actually had to finish them off completely myself. But yeah, just a single war there to get all that done, and then I kind of just go on a massive rampage and just taking over the entire Pacific, pretty much. Yeah. Which does also include the Philippines, with me buying all that land from the Ming, along with some stuff over here in Southeast Asia just to make that border look better. And then Australia, New Zealand, and all that. So, what else is going on? Got that country taking a good chunk of Japan, apparently. Let's see. Honestly, not tons going on. We're at war with each other. Let's see here. Okay, taking East Africa. At least a good chunk of it at the very least there. I have more South America, and then I start going crazy in the Americas and everything. Also got a southern bit of Japan there, which I'll be expanding off of very soon. Once I have like Quebec fully under my control there and colonized, I think. Yeah, colonize all that, and then, yep, there we go. All Japan's under control, starts colonizing that stuff a bit. And then I just kind of focus on the Americas at this point, I think. I'm just taking more and more land over here. Kind of pushing towards the Mississippi currently, or in North America. Trying to secure all that. That country has a never-ending war going on there, so it's able to actually take that stuff without having to go to war with them and stuff, so decided to just jump down into South America and deal with all that. Started colonizing that stuff, and then kind of just continued things in South America, basically finishing things up down there, and eventually get England to go to war with that country, so that stuff is liberated over there. But yeah, really not all that much going on. That country has gotten quite strong at this point, and I do have them as a vassal after taking over all these other countries that was over here as well still. So I got them as a vassal and those two, pretty much. I also still do have what's left of Lithuania as a vassal there, but there's really not much left of them in the first place. Got more of Africa there, started doing more stuff in North America and colonizing. Got that, pushing west more. And yeah, it's basically just tons of colonizing until I have literally everything colonized to that point from this point on. So yeah, takes a while to get all that done and stuff. So yeah, and I tried to get them to take over Denmark, but yeah, that didn't exactly work out, despite how well they were doing. Yeah, they ended up losing that apparently. Yeah, oh well. By the very least, at this point I have almost all of this colonizing done. Almost. Well, kind of, because I still got all this in Africa to do. Whatever. And there goes Greenland. Finishing things up in North America at this point, basically. And now working on the Sahara. Getting all that colonized. Don't think there's really much else going on currently. Besides all my colonizing. Oh well. Denmark at some point took that stuff over there. And that is Africa done, so now I'm over here colonizing all that. And after I finish that, I go down into Antarctica and start colonizing that, because the AI had just started colonizing the stuff in Antarctica. But, yeah. They only had like a few provinces, so it didn't matter all that much in the end. And then, once I finish all the colonizing, I very quickly get to work on taking over countries in Africa and everything, and just trying to finish things up. And had England go to war with that country because they were refusing ultimatums for no reason whatsoever, to be honest. So, yeah. Got that dealt with. All that's really left in the Americas is Denmark at this point, and England and Africa, which is still my vassal. But yeah, got that stuff over here dealt with. So next is the Ming. And they fall pretty easily, and I very quickly take over all the other countries over there. And I eventually get Moscow to go to war with the Great War to try and deal with that. Make things look a little bit better over there. Also kind of was slowly buying lands from England over here in Africa. For some reason, the AI wouldn't ever accept a trade deal for more than like 20 provinces or something, so I had to do little bits and pieces until I basically had it all under control. Considering I didn't exactly want to be demanding it using ultimatum, because I felt like England would declare independence if they did. So yeah, just kept dealing with that. Dealt with Denmark, annexed all the other countries over there. And then eventually get around to dealing with that once it seems like Moscow has most of those rebellions dealt with. And yeah, there you go. All that's left is England, which I kind of go through and slowly buy more and more of the lands they have in Africa and the Americas and stuff, and yeah. Just little chunks of lands, no idea why it doesn't show that as mine, but replay bugs, I guess. But yeah, all of Africa done. Just little bits over here in the Americas left, pretty much, and then the stuff in Europe. And there we go. All that's under control, and now it's just this and then the war with England, in which England actually had more troops than I did. But yeah, didn't really help them at all, to be honest, considering how much I had to reduce them down to. But yeah, there is a timeline for the series here. Actually, shortest one in a while. Though still pretty long, mostly thanks to all the colonizing. But yeah, there is the end of this video. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.